I'm sure you've heard over the years, as I have, that for an outsider perspective, someone who's not a libertarian, and this was probably my early on approach to it, is that there's this mentality of, well, in your world, then anything would go. And after you read people like Hans Hermann Hoppe, and you have maybe that understanding of what quote unquote Ancapistan would look like, sometimes it seems actually very, very strict. And so much, no, not only does anything not go, very often in certain communities, it'd be much stricter than it is right now.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, the problem is one organization, one coercive organization having a monopoly on what goes and what doesn't go. And that applies to everything, including the border situation. So, when one organization controls the ebb and flow of people across that border, that's going to result in unintended consequences all around. Whereas in the quote unquote everything goes of Ancapistan, like you said, I think that we're going to see layers and layers and layers of rules and layers and layers and layers of borders, depending on various communities and various community standards and what certain people want to do in their own particular, however people tend to organize their own communities, just as they do now. Like, we can look all around us and see communities organizing on their own. It's just that we then insert this concept of the state on top of them. So, I mean, I think even when we look at the status of the United States of America and all these cities and towns that have sprung up over the several hundred-year history of the country, a lot of those were just organically created communities by people sort of centering around certain geographical areas, centered around certain industries, and all moving to a similar area. And then at some point they say, well, this is a town now. A bunch of us live here. Now this is a town. To me, that sort of organic community building is perfectly in line with libertarian property rights theories. Not getting into the area of whether that particular land was taken justly or not. Who knows? I mean, that's all a nuanced kind of thing and on a case by case basis.